Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Michigan International Speedway for the 39th event, 40th race of the NAMAR Mountain Dew Code Red Series Season 3 action, 50 laps here for the second race of round 2 in the playoffs, the round of 15. Back at Springfield, we saw about half our round of 15 drivers have problems or bad runs or mediocre runs. We only had 4 of the 15 finish in the top 10, one of them being Andrew Rich, who took his 5th race win of the season. That locks Andrew into the round of 10 and also gives him 5 extra playoff points for the start of the round. Now coming into the race here today, Hunter Braxton with his 10th heat win of the season. Dylan Young fuel strategizing his way into his 5th heat win. They start on the front row. Johnny Gardner and Andrew Rich in row 2. Tringali and Zorlin row 3. Matthew Logan and Corey Riggs will start in row 4, with Bobo Jones and Enzo Nareza in row 5. Seth Cole and Colt Hudson share row 6. Audra Baranowska, Sky Commons, row 7. Benjamin Ice with a good starting position in 17th for his efforts. Dale Lightning is in row 10 with Wyatt Anderson. Ryan Brommer starts 21st. He had the pit come into the last lap in his heat race that gave up that heat win. Edwin Mendez starts 27th. And then at the back of the field, Eli Bright and Samet Oskin, 2 playoff drivers, share row 16. They'll have their work cut out for them here today. As coming into this race, the 5 drivers out, losing a tiebreaker with her teammate, is Audra Baranowskis. And then Johnny Gardner, Eli Bright, Hunter Braxton, and Samet Oskin are the current 5 out to get eliminated.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the big question today will be, will we see any caution flags fly, any accidents whatsoever? The fuel window is 18 to 20 laps, so with a 50-lap event, we should at least see 2 pit stops here today. The bottom got a little increase of grip. We'll see if that helps the bottom at all. It has gotten colder once again. Heat 1 was clear 16 degrees. Heat 2 was cloudy 13. The sun has come back out, but it has dropped down to 11 degrees. So the coldest race today, this season, I believe it's the coldest race. I don't think we've had anything that's been colder than this. As it will start to warm up, we're going to start going south. After we're done with Indianapolis, we head back to North Carolina for Charlotte, head down to South Carolina for Darlington. Those were 2 tracks that were skipped on the East Coast Tour. Then we go to Daytona, Homestead, and Pensacola in the state of Florida. And then we end the season at Texas. Who's going to get the victory here today at Michigan? It's the 10th front row start for Hunter Braxton, but he's only won from it once this season. Green flag is out. The race is underway at Michigan as Dylan Young with a bad start. Andrew Rich was looking to his outside, but nothing going as Chris Wheeler has failed to take the green flag. And he is already off the track. So Chris Wheeler unable to take the green here today at Michigan, as Johnny Gardner will look for the race lead on Hunter Braxton into turn 3. And there's that increased grip on the bottom, or maybe Gardner just has that good of a race car. Side by side down the front stretch, Gardner will lead lap 1. Gardner's been looking for a win since Gateway. It looked like he had the car to beat at Gateway. Caution came out, ruined his opportunity to win. It looked like he had it down for Springfield. He decided to pit under a caution he didn't need to pit at. That cost him the win for that race. So far today, it looks like he might just have the car to beat. But there are probably some guys in the back of the field who could challenge him. Braxton down to second, Rich is third, holding off Tringali. Dylan Young in fifth, Logan in sixth, Corey Rick seventh, Zorlin in eighth, as teammates Jones and Seth Cole for ninth place. They were side by side. They still are side by side as Seth Cole tries to get the bite off the corner. Colt Hudson's looking to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway into turn 3. But minimal help there is Ardra Baran-Auskas. She was caught up in an incident at Springfield as well. She's side by side with playoff competitor Enzo Nareza. So Seth Cole will hold on the outside. He'll take ninth place away from his eliminated teammate Bobo Jones. As this is the first race a playoff contender will miss an event. RJ Bishop was eliminated after round 1 and he failed to make the show here today at Michigan. And his quest for 5th in points could be, or not 5th in points, 6th in points is likely hampered from missing this race. As Matthew Logan is moving up through the field, he's going to take not just 5th, but 4th place too. That puts 3 Junior Motorsports cars in the top 10. Braxton had a piston go wrong at Springfield, finished at the back. Logan was caught up in a wreck. These two need good runs today. Braxton comes into this race only 3 points behind 10th. Due to the tiebreaker, though, it's really for 9th. So 5 points behind 9th, Dale Lightning, his teammate. Matthew Logan is still 7th in the points, 10 points over the cut line because of all the playoff points he's accumulated. But Braxton definitely needs a top 10, heck, a top 5 effort here today to try and really dig out of the hole, as Andrew Rich will challenge Johnny Gardner for the lead here on lap 6. Still green flag action as Samet Oskin, Eli Bright there at the bottom of the field. They're not having a good day. Edwin Mendez mid-pack in 25th. See if he moves up or down here at the line. He stays 25th. Romer in 19th and Common 17th. So those are your bottom 5 right now as Andrew Rich takes the lead away from Gardner. Rich looking to be the first driver to not only get 6 wins, but win back-to-back main events twice in one season. We've only seen back-to-back wins 3 times this year. Matthew Logan back at the beginning of the East Coast Tour, right at the end of the short track stretch. Then Rich did it a little ways into the West Coast Tour. Romer did it back-to-back races in the first round of the playoffs, and now Rich is looking to do it back-to-back, to start the second round. But Gardner's not going anywhere. He's peeking on the inside there into turn 3. Matthew Logan trying to catch up in 4th, Tringali 5th. As Seth Cole's been on the move, he's into 6th place. Sorlin 7th, Young 8th. Riggs is still holding top 10 in 9th. With Bobo Jones in 10th, and there's your fastest lap time. Seth Cole right there in 3rd. And that lap is run in the pack, so Seth, man, he has got a flyer of a car. As through turns 1 and 2, Gardner will take the lead back from Andrew Rich. And now his teammate Hunter Braxton looks to the inside for second. Tringali looking for 4th place from Matthew Logan. He'll take it easily. And Braxton still side by side with Rich. Tringali maybe going to make it 3 wide. No, not just yet. Oh, nope, there it is. There's the 3 wide move by Tringali for second. as Seth Cole takes 5th away from Logan. Tringali will pass Rich and Braxton for the position, and Seth Cole will likely follow by as well. Let's see, is he on the inside of Braxton into turn 3? Yes, he sticks the nose in on him. Sorling moving up towards this pack from 7th. Riggs has actually made it by Dylan Young for 8th. Great racing going on here today at Michigan, but Johnny Gardner is starting to pull away from them. 10 laps down here at Michigan. We're going to take a quick break and be back for the first round of Green Flag Pit Stops. Welcome back here to Michigan. We're running on board with the 93 of Corey Riggs, who has held on to this lead pack in 8th. If you look at the ticker, you can see Dylan Young almost a full 2 seconds behind, as Bobo Jones just took 9th place away from the RCR driver. Closing in on the first round of Green Flag Pit Stops, as Johnny Gardner continues to lead. Nico Tringali closing in on him from behind. And Ford is likely trying to deny Chevy from going back-to-back and starting another winning streak here. But man, Gardner has come so close these past 2 races. Is the 3rd time the charm here today. Comes into the playoffs without a win at all. They struggled at the beginning of the year, and they fought their way all the way up to 11th in the standings. You look at Gardner's stat line coming into the race today. He's missed 5 races this season, the most out of any playoff driver, along with RJ Bishop and Marty Johnson, which Bishop will now hold that mark. But Gardner, 9 top 5s, 14 top 10s on the season. He started on the pole twice and an average finish of 14.2. As Matthew Logan's problems pile up, his average finish has gone down to an 11.2. Logan probably arguably still the clear-cut favorite with 5 wins, 16 top 5s, and 24 top 10s. And we kind of failed to go over those top 10 statistics. We've got 20 drivers in double-digit top 10s. And joining Logan at some point was Dale Lightning at 21 top 10s now, and Baran Oskus at 20. The next driver with the most top 5s is Hunter Braxton with 14. And Matthew Logan has actually fallen down to 8th place, as I believe we have a caution on the racetrack. We do. Problems for Audra Baranauskas. Here on lap 18, the yellow flag will fly. And this is good for someone like Samet Oskin and Eli Bright, who are at the back of the field. They need to gain some track position on pit stops here, and then have a chance at really closing things in. Colt Hudson had gotten up to 9th. We'll see if he and teammate Corey Riggs can hold on to their top 10 positions. They've had a heck of a day here. Even Fitzwater, the team leader, in 16th. But problems for Baran Oskus. Reminder, Chris Wheeler never took the green flag. But it looks like Baran Oskus, I believe, just has a mechanical... Nope, she's got roof damage. So she got wrecked. We'll have to take a look at what happened. I believe she was running just outside the top 10. Everyone's going to come down pit road here. We're going to just take a look and see what happens here on pit stops. Coming in, Gardner, Tringali, Braxton, Rich, Seth Cole, Zorlin, Riggs, Logan, Hudson, Jones. That's your top 10 coming into pit stops. Fastest lap on the first run was Rich at a 37.010. We'll see if any of that stuff changes the first 2 to 4 laps on the restart. as everyone will take 4 tires in fuel, and Tringali will get out first. Seth Cole, Zorlin, Riggs 4th. Braxton or Hudson 5th. Gardner loses a ton of positions, as does Andrew Rich and Dylan Young, trying to make some adjustments or something there. But now let's take a look and see what happened to Audra Baranowskis. Here we are looking at the replay, and Audra was just running her line in 12th place when the motor expired. Second race in a row. An RCR engine has let go, and she's just kind of running into the snow here, and something's gonna jut out on her here, right there. She hits something in the snow, probably a clump of snow or something, and it kills the car outright. So likely we won't know what the mechanical failure was. We'll have to see if they list it or not. But with that, we'll take it to the race restart. A tough break for Baranowskis for the 2nd race in a row. So officially on the standings, they list an accident for the 21. If she had not run through that snow, it perhaps would have told us. I think that's the only reason the caution came out, was because she spun back up onto the apron. We'll have a total of 29 laps to go. Excuse me, here at Michigan. And the top 10 really shuffled from those pit stops. Nico Tringali is now the race leader. Seth Cole 2nd. Jonathan Zorlin in 3rd. Corey Riggs is 4th with teammate Colt Hudson in 5th. Hunter Braxton down to 6th. Nanako up to 7th. Matthew Logan 8th. Johnny Gardner falls to 9th with Bobo Jones in 10th place. Also falling on the order was Andrew Rich down to 18th. He'll have to work his way through the field to get back to the front. And Dylan Young fell to 24th. Not much else to say. Eli Bright still at the back in 36th. Oskin still in the back at 34th. Your other bottom 5 playoff guys, obviously Baranowskis in 39th. And then you've got Mendes 25th and Young 24th. So a lot of racing left to go for them to gain positions back. Green flag is back in the air. And Tringali, either with a good start or Seth Cole was a-sleepin'. And Zorlin will go right to his inside. Riggs and Hudson have shown they have great race cars, but can they keep them at the front? Braxton's already making a move on Colt Hudson for 5th place, but he can't quite get the run he needs here right on the restart. And Nanako's going to make a move for 6th now. But does he have the draft support? And the answer is no, but he's going to shove his nose in there, and Braxton will give him the lane. And now we'll have to see if Gardner truly does have a really good car, and you can see the fresh tires are better for the outside line at the start of a run, or Braxton just has that much better of a car than Nanako. He's going to look to make it 3 wide in turn 1, but he thinks better, as he's just going to pass Hudson here for 5th. Riggs on the inside of Seth Cole for 3rd place. I was looking at the stat sheet coming in. Fitzwater has 2 top 5s, Riggs has none, and Colt Hudson has 1. So that's the top 5 statistical sheet for RSS Racing. Corey Riggs looking to join his teammates with a top 5 on the season, but Braxton's trying to get a good run here. He's looking down to make it 3 wide. Meanwhile, Ryan Brommer was 3 wide, with Fitzwater, who's made it into the top 10 himself, and Johnny Gardner, who's beginning to go backwards. Andrew Rich really flying through the field. He's already up to 12th place. As now Braxton is shuffled to the outside. Fitzwater, Hudson, and Riggs all in the top 10 right now. But Brommer and Rich are on the move. It's only a matter of time until they get to the front, but the gap is beginning to form. And once you lose the draft by about a second, it's hard to catch back up. Sorlin, the only one chasing down Tringali for the lead here on the halfway lap, lap 25. As Matthew Logan has fallen to 38th. And it appears Logan might have a mechanical problem. He seemingly is down a cylinder. He can't get it above 183, so problems for Matthew Logan. And that's the second straight race issue for Junior Motorsports. It happened to Braxton last week. This week it's Matthew Logan, and his car just won't go above 183. And that's a tough break. The top two drivers entering the playoffs were Matthew Logan and Audra Baran-Oscus. And at this rate, with 2 more races left in the round of 15, they could be eliminated from the competition for the championship. And that would really open things up. Tringali still leading. Zorlin right behind in second. Seth Cole starting to track them down from third. Corey Riggs in fourth. Casey Nanako up to fifth. As Ryan Brommer has made it into eighth. Andrew Rich, though, will take the position around the outside, and teammate Dale Lightning is looking to follow him. Fitzwater up to seventh place as Hudson has fallen outside of the top 10. Meanwhile, Johnny Gardner, who led most of the early part of the race, has struggled once again as he has now fallen. Where has he fallen to? Down to 15th place for Johnny Gardner. Dylan Young trying to move back forward. He's back up to 19th. But again, Matthew Logan down on power, 2 seconds off the pace. He's not looking to retire from the event. So he could be a roadblock and influence this battle for the lead. Rich got by Brommer the hard way on the top side. Lightning was unable to follow him through. And now Rich is looking to take 7th away from Fitzwater. Brommer gets the draft there down the front straightaway. And it looks like he might just take back 8th place from the 1. But Rich will at least hold on to 9th over Lightning. As now Brommer looks to go to the inside of Fitzwater for 7th, hoping not too far away from 6th place Hunter Braxton. As the pack has really gotten tight up here, Corey Riggs to the inside of Seth Cole for 3rd place. But no draft, not enough momentum. Nanako now to his outside in draft. And he goes all the way up top. And they're 3 wide behind. Andrew Rich and Brommer were 3 wide with Fitzwater, as Fitzwater will lose 3 positions in total, make it 4. And now Rich is side by side with Brommer for 7th place. And into 3, he'll clear the 3 of Brommer. And now he's looking for 6 from teammate Hunter Braxton. Teammate Dale Lightning right on his bumper as the 1 and the 5 are making their way up through the field. Sorlin still trailing Tringali. Put Rich up to 6th and Lightning up to 7th, and now Lightning wants the position. And Rich will hold on for now. Nanako looking to the outside of Corey Riggs for 4th place. And it looks like Nanako will fly by with a huge run for the position. That will drop Riggs to 5th. Now Andrew Rich to his outside for that position. But does the top have enough grip for Rich to make it work? It doesn't look like it will. And that might hurt him, as Brommer's going to make a move on Braxton. That's for 8th. 10th place is Enzo Nareza now. But Jones not looking to give up that spot easily. Braxton will fall down to 9th. As Rich gives up 6th to teammate Lightning, who's now looking for 5th from Corey Riggs. Nanako looks like he's got a pretty good car, running in 4th behind Seth Cole. He'll peak down for 3rd. Sorlin in 2nd. Tringali leads. We're going to take one last break, and we'll be back for the final round of pit stops. Lots of movement at the front of the field here at Michigan as Andrew Rich has made it up to third. Dale Lightning up to fourth. Meanwhile, Enzo Nareza has been making moves. He's up to eighth. As Corey Riggs and Casey Nanako begin to falter backwards. Seth Cole just fell down to 10th. As Skyke Commons moves into the top 10, Braxton has fallen out of the top 10. And it looks like Nareza wants 5th place away from Corey Riggs. Nanako will fall to 7th. So we've got our movers and our goers. Commons, Nareza really coming up from the back of the field. James Ellison as well. As are we looking at pit stops here? No, that's just the line they're running around the track. 14 to go at the start-finish line as Andrew Rich and Lightning look to pass Jonathan Sorlin for second. Lightning's going to make it 3 wide for the position, but they clear Zorlin well into the entry of the corner. And that just shows how better the 1 and the 5 are compared to the 00. Fastest times on this run, Dylan Young ran a 36.957. And Lightning is not even, Lightning's barely in the top 20, but Rich and Lightning clearly with cars to beat. Nareza's up to 5th now. Don't look now, but we're looking at a pretty good battle depending on what the strategy falls. If people are going to take 4 tires or rights only, fall off's about a second and a half. Tringale's led since the restart. And now he's going to get his first good challenge as Rich and Lightning. Lightning all over the bumper of Rich. They're going to come off of turn 2 here. And Rich will make the move. Oh, but a bit of a aggressive move that might cost him some momentum unless he can shove it into turn 3. Not quite. Lightning with a bad line there on his outside, but he's making it work. As mentioned, Nareza up to 5th. He's kind of started to stall out. His teammate, Skyke Commons, up to 8th. As Lightning trying to use the draft from Tringale to take 2nd, but Rich will have none of it. Rich trying to dive it down in 1 to get to the inside of Tringale. Can't quite get there. And all this side-by-side action for 2nd is allowing Zorlin and the others to draft up to them. Rich will get back in line. Zorlin's going to make a move for 3rd, but nothing going as Nareza to his outside for 4th. Nanako looked like he was falling, but he's hanging up here near the top 5. As Dale Lightning will make a move for the race lead on Nico Tringale on lap 40 of 50. Remember, Dale Lightning with 4 wins on the season has not won since Auto Club. And Lightning would like to make it a 4-way tie for 5 wins on the year. And he takes the lead away from Tringale. Rich went right on by for 2nd. As now Tringale will challenge for that spot back, but Rich with more grip into turn 3. As I see people running a different line. Yes, indeed, Tringale's been out front so long. He's going to pit here coming to 10 to go. Same Beckett already on pit road. He's got door damage from something. Brian Tremblay, Zoe Fernandez, and others coming down pit road. Eli Bright going to make a short pit here. Quentin Moore already had come down. So now the pit strategy has begun. Ooh, almost contact between Brahmer and Nareza. Lightning leads. Logan still down on power. It looks like it's right sides only for everyone on pit road. Logan's going to pit this time. Lightning, Rich down pit road. Zorlin, Nareza will stay out. Many others. So Lightning will lead down himself and teammate Andrew Rich. We'll see if the undercut here at the end is going to work. Or if those other drivers who are staying out are able to take less fuel. It's right sides only for these guys as well. Zorlin looking for what would be his 3rd win on the season. That would lock him into the round of 10. Nareza looking for what would be his 1st win of the season. As there's Tringale out of pit road already in front of him. Coming to 8 to go. Here we go. Zorlin, Nareza, Fitzwater, and Tremblay. Tremblay already pit, but Fitzwater has not, and he's staying out. Ellison, Hudson, and Cavanero down pit road as well. It appears Fitzwater is the last one that is going to have to make a pit stop. There's Matthew Logan in the 9, down on power. Right side tires for these guys as well. And there's Tringali by the 5 of Dale Lightning. There's Andrew Rich, Nanako, Brommer, and others, as Fitzwater will make his final pit stop of the race, coming to 7 to go. We'll see if staying out as long as he did will be worth it. The only way I see it being worth it is if he takes fuel only here. Let's see what the call is for the 39. Nope, right sides are up, and I believe that's going to give the lead back to Tringali. But now you got to wonder, Lightning showed that he, I think, has the better car. But with 1 lap fresher right side tires, can he get back up to Tringali and make a move for the lead? At the start finish line, it's 6 laps to go. Or 7 laps to go, rather, so plenty of time to make a move. There's Fitzwater coming out of pit road. So you wait and see where he comes out in all of this. Oh, and he just scraped the wall there. He scraped that snow and got left side damage. That's where drivers are getting damage from. They're trying to cut it too hard, and that killed Fitzwater's car. You seen the Reza's got damage too. So that's where that left side damage is from. That might have been what happened to Matthew Logan. The Reza's got it. Hudson's got it. Sakuli's got it. And it's a huge performance hamperer. I think a lot of people got it and they don't even have damage. Tringali leads. Is Lightning catching him? He's not. Or he kind of is. Rich in 3rd. Nanako 4th, Brommer 5th, Jones 6th, Commons. Fernandez is 8th, Tremblay 9th, and Ellison the top 10. And Rich and Nanako are starting to gain ground, but Nanako wants the position. Lightning is still 1/10 slower every lap, and we might see our first non-playoff win of the playoffs, and it could come from this guy right here, eliminated in round 1, Nico Tringali. Looking for his 2nd win of the season. He got his first all the way back at Dover. 4 laps to go at Michigan. Oh, Lightning really cut down the lead that time. He's putting the turbo on. Lightning wants to strike 5 times here in these main events. He puts the hammer down at 4 to go. And he's beginning to close in on Tringali. I think he knows Nanako and Rich are coming up. Nanako clears Rich for 3rd. Brommer on his way in 5th. Jones in 6th. Commons 7th. Ellison up to 9th. Tremblay's down to 10th. Oh, Lightning falls back that time by. So Tringali sees him coming. But Lightning, you know he wants this 5th win. It would lock him into the round of 10 after a bad race at Springfield last week. But Tringali wants that 2nd win. We talked about the race for 6th in points. Right now, the top guy coming in was RJ Bishop in 16th. Tringali down in 19th coming in. Bishop missed the race. It's a huge opportunity for someone like Tringali to hop him in the points. Even if they aren't going for a championship, Lightning has closed in again. It's down to under 0.3 of a second. As Casey, Nanako, and Rich are really reeling them in. It could get interesting here at the end of the race at Michigan. Matthew Logan was put a lap down during the pit stop sequence. Here we go, coming to the white flag is Nico Tringali. Lightning is getting a huge run. Where does he make the move? 1 lap to go at Michigan. Here comes Dale Lightning. He needs to get a good run off of turn 2 so he can make the move into turn 3. There's the run by Dale Lightning. Where does he make the move? There it is, into turn 3. Lightning, Tringali, side by side for the lead, but Tringali will clear him with ease. No, wait, I mean Lightning will clear him with ease. Off of turn 4, Dale Lightning with a last lap pass for his 5th win of the season. And he locks himself into the round of 10 with teammate Andrew Rich. Man, I got so into it, I said the wrong driver cleared for the lead. I mean, Tringali cleared, but not for the lead. We now have a 5-driver tie, or 4-driver tie rather, for 5 main event wins on the season between Junior Motorsports teammates Matthew Logan, Andrew Rich, and Dale Lightning, and RCR driver Ryan Brommer. What a finish by Dale Lightning, getting the job done right at the end. 9/100ths of a second he took the victory over Nico Tringali there. Casey Nanaka with a pretty good run in 3rd. Andrew Rich will come home 4th. Ryan Brommer 5th. Bobo Jones 6th. Skycom in 7th. I think the best run of the season for Zoe Fernandez, who gets 8th. That's her 2nd top 10 of the season. James Ellison 9th. And man, Brian Tremblay just holding on to 10th place. That's Tremblay's 2nd top 10 of the season. He got that 2nd place finish back at St. Joltis. So a good run for Tremblay. Dylan Young rebounded a little bit after that caution to 12th place. Edwin Mendez 13th. With all the cars who got damage and the undercut he pulled by pitting in the first group with no one to really have to slow down for on pit stop entry, Eli Bright will end his day in 14th after being outside the top 30 pretty much the whole race. Seth Cole down to 15th there at the end. Zorlin down to 20th. Braxton fell to 25th. Yeah, I think just a lot of people were hitting that snow embankment coming out of pit road, and it really hurt their race cars there at the end of the day. Oskin ends up in 30th. Gardner 33rd. Nareza 36th. Yeah, that damage was huge for a lot of drivers who were having great runs. Matthew Logan 38th. Varan Oscus 39th. So a lot of playoff drivers, again, with bad finishes. So it's going to be interesting for the cutoff. Next race is Indianapolis. It'll be a 40-lap event there. And then we head to Charlotte to end the round of 15. Thank you for joining me here today at Michigan International Speedway as Dale Lightning captures his 5th win of the season and locks himself into the round of 10 with teammate Andrew Rich. That's all for today, and I will see you guys at Indianapolis.